Today, we're going to be opening some of the most overpowered items on the server, and we're going to be taking a look at one of the skills that we have yet to check out this season and see whether we can make some good progression there. All that and more in today's episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back here to a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today, of course, we're back here on the best #1 rated Skyblock server, AkumaMC. Back again for another episode in this season. Ladies and gentlemen, today, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at one of the skills that we have yet to look at this season. And I think that's very, very important because potentially we're going to need to move to these skills as the other ones, increase the max level that we need to get before we can prestige them and increase the amount of money and gems that they cost for us to prestige them, because there's going to come a point here soon where we can't afford it because it is so expensive. And although we've got some decent passive income, sometimes these things are even more expensive than that. So yeah, we got to work on some new skills today, and hopefully it's also going to help us complete some of the quests which we've been working on this entire season. So today we're going to be focusing heavily on the mining skill. This is one that we really haven't looked at so far this season. We've got a couple of levels on it just due to quests and such that we've had to use, but we basically haven't upgraded our tool from the default kit one, and we haven't really done anything to do with it. So that's kind of what the heavy focus is on today, and we'll see just how much money we're able to make today, how much value and spawners we can gain from this as well, because that is ultimately the end goal, right? Yeah, I do want to start off by getting some enchants that we're actually going to need on our pickaxe, some things which make mining a little bit easier, because honestly, from a default point of view, it's really kind of a hard, well, it's not hard, but it's like a tedious skill to do if you don't have the upgrades. Now, obviously, one of the first things that I'd like to get today would be the mining armor. Now, I don't know at what capacity we are at. Like, we do not have a lot of fragments of the mining variety. In fact, we have 0. I just want to check if as an island, maybe we have some armor fragments laying about. I don't honestly know if we do or not, so let's take a look. No, it looks like there's not really that many fragments laying about, so getting a piece of armor today would be a kind of a cool thing, but I don't think we'll get a set today. I guess it really depends on how lucky we get with the fragments and if we're able to find a bunch while we grind up today. But if not, it's not the end of the world. Now, let's work on a couple of enchants. Now, I wanted to open a bunch of books, but I got a feeling we've probably got most of the enchants that we need here ready on the island. So yeah, let's grab efficiency. We already know that we need at least 2 more of those. Real quick, we can get those enchanted super quick. Basically anything that is to do with efficiency is kind of what I want to focus on first and foremost, just because it's going to mean that we can actually, get a step closer to instant mining. I don't think we can instant mine without having a set of armor, but it's going to get us that step closer, and it means that we'll at least be able to, mine as quickly as we can for now. The other thing I want to make sure that we get is turbo mining right here. So I think we've already got 2 levels of this. It goes up to 5, I believe. So we need to successfully enchant another 3 today. Let's see if we can do that nice and quick here. Hopefully we can, and hopefully they all succeed. They do. Perfect. So that should now be maxed out. We now have turbo mining maxed out. And the other ones are kind of just cool things to have. I guess if we were to get fragment finder, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It would kind of help us on the initial, finding the fragments. So I guess for right now, since we've got a decent amount of XP levels and we've got these books ready and available, let's just go ahead and use them on our pickaxe, because although it won't max out fragment finder, it will give us a decent chance to find a lot more fragments. So I'm kind of happy with that. And if we actually do /enchants, it will show you every enchant available to that specific thing. It'll also show you what you've got, which is a nice new addition. So there's only really a couple of enchants that I'd really like to get on here. One of them being auto sell, because to be honest with you, that would be kind of useful, or it would be very, very useful, so that we don't, constantly fill up our inventory. But we don't actually have any as an island right now, so that'll be one that maybe if we find some books today, we can actually take a look at that and maybe see if we can afford that later on. I don't know if we'll have, to be honest with you, much of these other enchants. I'm trying to think if there's really anything that would help us immediately, more towards like leveling up the skill than anything else. And I think potentially Earthquake would, but I think that might be a prestige enchant. Let's actually have a look here. If we go into /prestige shop, let's see what the enchant is for that. Yes, it is. So it's 2 prestige points, which I think we would have right now. Prestige points 4. So let's actually go in there and we'll grab one of those levels for today. It's a very, very low proc chance, so it's not going to be one that's extremely OP, but it'll help us kind of it'll help us on our journey here, and I think it's probably one of the most effective ones to have. So we'll go ahead and we'll use it for right now, and we'll see just how good it is. And then I guess just for money's sake, we can go ahead and we can get fortune. We could get archaeologist to get a few more gems here as well. We've pretty much got everything that we can in regards to like enchants that will help us mine faster. Now, if we had any enchant fragments, then that would also be useful. I don't think I have any yet. I don't think I've gained any yet this season. So yeah, we've just got ultimate armor fragments right now. So those are things which are, we need to look out for, because I think efficiency, for example, I might be wrong here, but I think efficiency can actually go up to 7, does it? No, it can't. Okay, never mind. That's me being dumb. Is it turbo mining maybe that you can go past what we currently have it as? No, apparently not. Never mind. Yeah, so you'll see that there are certain ones like Chain Strike right here. If we get an enchant fragment, it can go up to 7. So there's a couple of enchants that can go past their ability, but we have mostly got all the ones that we need kind of at the level that we need them at. So yeah, we'll kind of work that out as we go, but for right now, this can be our pickaxe. I think the armor is probably the most important thing for us today. So I think in this chest, my island members have been saving me up some cool pets. So we do have a mythical mining pet right here, which has skill experience 4 on it as a trait. If we actually take a look at /traits right now, or I think it's actually just in /pets. If we go into the pet traits right here, it should show us exactly what that does. So at level 4, it's going to give us a 40% boost for 20 seconds once it procs. So that's kind of cool, and it will be super useful. So we'll go ahead and we'll use that. And then we also do have a mining consumable, a miner's rage consumable, or mining rage consumable that we can use in kind of tandem with that. So that's going to be cool. We do have an XP booster, but I'm not too worried about XP right now. If we had a skill booster, it might be a different story. But let's start our mining journey. And the reason that I actually want to do this, first and foremost today, is get this quest done. We actually have to get our mining skill to level 25. With this consumable, I don't really see that being a problem. This should be, or is always, one of the most effective consumables. So I don't see this being an issue at all. We then do have a couple of other quests that I think should be easy completions. So let's just first of all see how quickly we're mining. I mean, hang on, are we insta-breaking already? That's kind of crazy if we're insta-breaking already. I really didn't think that we would insta-break. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We probably just can't max speed like fly. Yeah, we can't max speed fly with it, but we can insta-break just mining on the floor, which is always good, I think. What if we don't run, but we fly? I don't know if that's any quicker than just running on the floor, to be honest with you. Okay, so either way, it's not too bad. Mining right now is not going to be too horrific. Let me actually just go to spawn and then back to the mine. I don't know why it gives me that like slow mining effect. I don't know why it does that, but either way, that's how you get rid of it. So I guess we'll pop this mining rage consumable right now, and we'll see just how effective this can be with this. Now with this, of course, you do want to be fly mining, otherwise you're kind of wasting your time. What I probably should have done is added another level of speed onto my pickaxe, because that would have meant that we could fly a little bit faster, and actually would mean that this would be way more beneficial. But it's okay, it's not too bad right now. I can see in our inventory we are gathering up some island value as well, so that's always good. We are going to need that. The unfortunate thing is because we don't have auto sell on right now, our inventory is actually just filling up with a load of loot, and we're kind of losing, or we might be losing, some of the spawners and some of the value that we should be getting from that. But as you can see, we already very, very quickly completed that level of level 25. So we can now continue to just work on the skill. And now we've got a better pickaxe that we can work with today. That is also going to help us massively. So we'll see what we get to by the end of this consumable. I do also know for a fact that right now we just need to get levels in order to get our next like mastery. It's not called mastery. I don't know why I always forget what it's called. Oh wait, no, maybe it is called mastery. I think I always call it ultimate skill. Yeah, this is going to help us get our skill mastery up, because I believe right now for our skill mastery we just need levels across all different types of skills. So doing this to the low skills that we're already low level in is actually super effective, and it's kind of a cheap way, I guess, of getting those levels, because obviously the beginner levels of all of the skills are a lot easier than the later levels. So rather than getting 100 levels on one skill, you might as well get 25 levels on 4 skills, and it would kind of be a lot quicker. Actually, with this consumable, this has leveled me up quite considerably faster than I thought it was going to. It'll be interesting to see, how much this plateaus and how much this kind of turns around once we get past level 50, because I always find once you hit level 50, everything gets a lot harder. So I don't know whether that'll be the case here. It's probably just because we've had this consumable, to be honest with you. This consumable is kind of ridiculous, and it is kind of very, very overpowered. Obviously, without this consumable, we would not be anywhere near the level we're at right now. But it'd be cool if we could hit 50 right here. We're actually on the borderline of it before this consumable does run out. It's pretty obvious when it runs out because it's such an effective consumable. And there we go, level 50. We did actually, in fact, hit it. We'll see if see how far past 50 we can get. And I don't think it's going to be long before this runs out. But that's actually a very, very good milestone to hit. Halfway complete on the first prestige of mining is not a bad place to be at the end of today. All right, and it has, in fact, run out right there as well. So yeah, that's not a bad place to be. We got level 51 most of the way through level 51 as well, towards level 52. So that's good. So I guess we should have a look at what the rest of the quests are going to be after that point. Obviously, we will continue to focus on mining. We got 3 armor mining fragments, or mining armor fragments from that. So nothing too crazy there. We, of course, are going to need to mine a lot more. but part of that might have been because my inventory was filling up, so maybe we do need to focus on getting auto sell sooner rather than later. So I am going to be purchasing one of the big bundles from the store today just to see if we can try our luck and get something insane, but that does mean that I want to do a big giveaway for you guys as well. And as you'll see, this bundle, the Blossom bundle, which was brand new, is now leaving the store within the next 3.5 hours. So when that changes over, it's going to change to something even better and even more overpowered, which means I want to do a giveaway for whatever that might be. So since I'm actually going to go ahead and get one of these 3 times bundles, that's what we're give away right here. So whatever replaces this one and is more overpowered, or whatever is in it, that is what I'm going to be giving away. So if you guys want to be in the chance of winning that, it's very, very simple. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord that is linked down below and press the enter button on there. Please make sure you have completed all the requirements, because otherwise if you get rolled in Discord and you haven't, for example, commented, then you will get re-rolled, no questions asked. So make sure you have done that. And as always, if you do have a YouTube membership or a Twitch subscription, then you will have access to the additional channel where the giveaway is posted again with a lot less people in it. So good luck to everybody who does enter that. Let me go through and send my bundle in now and see just what we can get ourselves. All right, that should now be on its way. So while it is on its... Oh, that was super quick. I was going to say, while it's on its way, we'll check to see what our next quest is. We've got to deposit a total of 50k island value, and that will be very, very easy in the next few moments here. So let's just go ahead and store away the cool items that we got in this bundle that we're not necessarily going to use today. So there will be some pet eggs. There will be some airdrops. I don't think I'll even open up the better airdrops today, but we do have 3 angel clusters, 3 V-kit clusters. We've got some XP to hopefully help replenish some of the XP we used a little bit earlier. We did get another mining rate consumable, so that's useful. We'll make sure that we do use that, of course, to help out our mining skill. And we've got some value. I think actually with this value, we might even be able to complete that quest, because what was it? It was just 50k, right? I don't think 50k is that hard to get. I don't know. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm underestimating it. Let's see what the oh, okay, we're not actually as close to it as I thought we would be. I don't know whether we have anything saved up right now, but we'll probably get it from all the stuff that we open up right now anyway. So V-kit clusters, let's see what we can get from these. Obviously, there is the other bundle in the store right now, which is the V-kit bundle, which includes the V-kit shard. We didn't go for that one today because we actually managed to unlock it a couple videos ago. So we got kind of lucky there, not gonna lie, and that means that we don't even need to bother anymore, which is always good. Champion rank right there. I don't think that's a very high rank at all, but I guess V-kit cluster, it makes sense. It wouldn't be anything too insane from that. The 3 angel clusters is what we're really interested in here, because we could get some very, very insane things that would help us out very massively today. So if we are able to get ourselves maybe some of the skill boosters, or I would also take some of the traits that they have in there. I'd also take a massive store coupon. That would be cool as well. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully we can get lucky from this bundle, and hopefully whoever wins the giveaway can also get lucky. We're going to get a value generator, level 3, which actually is not horrific. Now, thinking of that, I think we do actually have somewhere. Oh, right here, value generators. So what I could do is I could go ahead and claim this, and this will probably end up like enabling us to complete that quest that we needed. So yeah, let's claim all of this, and let's put all of this in here. That should complete that quest, hopefully. So that's nice to have another value generator. We cannot have more than 3 generators placed down right now, so we'll have to figure that out and get some room on the island. But I think when I place these diamond value blocks, it should complete that quest, and it does. There we go. Reach a total of 200 XP levels. It will that will auto complete for that next quest that we're on as well, so that's not too bad. That'll be nice and easy. Right, 2 angel clusters left for us right now. Let's open them and see what we get. Come on, I want to see one of those skill boosters. I feel like I haven't seen one in forever. They're so rare. Please give me a skill booster. Spider spawners. Okay, not really what we're after. I don't even know if we're at a point where we're placing spiders down right now. It doesn't look like it, so that one was kind of useful, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get anything good in the last one that we're going to open today, though. Come on. Pet trade tickets, not really good. Not really all that good, to be honest with you. We don't really need pet trade tickets right now. Oh, well. Right, so the next quest was just to get 200 XP levels. We do have 200 XP levels, but I'm wondering if maybe we just need to... Yeah, there we go. Make sure it realizes that. The next one is to open a robot egg, and thankfully it gave me a robot egg, so that's nice and easy. Upgrade a scroll to level 3. Should not be too hard here if we have a scroll to upgrade. Let's take a look at our spawners right now and see whether there are any that need upgrading. If not, I think I know where we can find some, but I would imagine that all of these are probably already upgraded. Okay, this one is not upgraded, so let's just go into /scrolls right here. Let's put this one in, upgrade, boom, and we need to go to level 3, and there we go, quest complete, nice and easy. Purchase a total, or harvest a total of 10k crops. Now, I'm wondering if this counts in the farming world, or if this is just in just on our island. And okay, I thought we'd lost our hoe for a second. Let me double check this one. So if we go /farming right now, we can kind of figure out whether this is good. I would imagine it counts here, but we've had quests where it hasn't counted here before as well. Okay, it definitely does count here. Cool. So this will actually help us massively when we go on to focus a little bit onto the farming quest, which is probably what we'll end up doing next video, because, you know, we've done a little bit of focusing on the mining quests and the mining skill, but we haven't yet really touched farming. So this is probably a good one to work on off camera. I feel like 1,000 crops isn't actually that much though, so we could probably do it right now. Was it 1,000 crops or was it 10,000? Okay, it was 10,000. Never mind. So yeah, it does take a little bit to do that, but it won't take us too long. But I feel like this is well worth saved for another day where we can focus on farming and the benefits of farming and all that good stuff. So I think that's what we'll do. I think that I want to open up these mining books. Maybe we can get some auto sell books or something else that will help us real quick, because, you know, that's kind of the focus of today. We'll see just how lucky we can get. So we need to go /enchant, open enchant books. There we go. So what do we need? We'll take Arrow Storm there. I'll take pretty much anything that's exclusive to mining. I think that's kind of what I need to focus on. Fortune. I don't know why I just got Fortune. I'm sure we have plenty of that. Auto sell we'll take. What else we got? I guess we can take speed, because we do kind of need that. I mean, it's not a rare book at all. Ooh, do we take Arrow Storm or do we take Auto Sell? I mean, we do kind of need Auto Sell, so that makes the most kind of sense to me right now. So let's try Arrow Storm. There we go. Chain Strike, success as well. Auto Sell, success. Fortune, failed. Of course it did. Auto Sell, success again, and speed. Okay, so that didn't work out too bad. I think if we have one more speed, that'll be maxed out. Yes, it is. So auto sell, we need 3 more books of. Chain Strike, we've now got 1. Arrow Storm, we've now got 1. Now, the other thing is that I think we can technically get auto sell from the grinding books. So I'm kind of intrigued to potentially open up these and see whether we can get lucky and get ourselves an auto sell book, because we do kind of need that. I'm not going to lie, it is very annoying filling up our inventory. It also means that we end up stopping getting all the valuables that we actually want. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. So with that being said, let's go to /enchant. Let's open up all of these and see whether we can get some auto sell going in here. If not, we can always get some other things that will help us out. And actually, we do have a couple of enchants that we still need on our sword, like these dual XP. So it's not the end of the world if we end up getting those kind of enchants as well. All right, we did get a couple of auto cells there. So let's just go ahead and I guess we'll store all this away for the second, and we'll use the auto cells that we get. I think we're only 1 off of being actually able to max this out. The reason it's important to max... Oh, wait, maybe we did get 3. The reason it's important to max it out is because once it does max out, it just means everything auto sells fully. Like it's 100% chance of it auto selling. So we do have 3. We need 3. So it's just about if we succeed these enchants now. Hopefully we do 93% chance there. That one succeeded, and 98.5% chance. Boom. That should... Wait, no way. One of those failed? Wait, never mind. I have 3. I'm an idiot. Wait, am I an idiot? I definitely am. Surely, I swear we had 3, no? Am I blind or just dumb? Or like, what's the deal here? Because I swear we had 3 books, no? Am I missing one? I don't know what just happened, but either way, let's see if we can get lucky and get maybe 1 more out of these books right here. If we can, then that'll be absolutely insane. We're looking for... Come on, we just need 1 auto cell. That's all we need. We need 1 more auto cell here. Come on, please. No. All right, we failed that. No auto cell. Could have sworn we had an extra one there. That I don't know. That's making me concerned for my brain. All right, let's see. Maybe we can find. Maybe we have other books of a different sort that we can also find auto cell in. I guess it would be in farming as well. We got 2 of those. I mean, as an island, I don't know if we have any more enchant books that aren't open yet. Let's have a look. All right, we didn't get it in that one. That's fine. Yeah, let's check if we have any other unopened books over here, because if we do, then we can try our luck with those ones. I don't think there's even a chest for unopened books, to be honest with you. Unopened enchant books, never mind. All right, we've actually got a bunch more grinding. Come on, we can surely get it in 18. Oh, literally first one, perfect. All right, please succeed, and then we are finally done with auto sell. 89.9, boom, and it succeeds. So now every time we mine, it will essentially auto sell everything we get. So that's huge for us. And also now that we've got that speed on here as well, it will mean that when we pop that next consumable, it's going to be a little bit more efficient there as well. And of course, every time that turbo mining procs, because it means you're not wasting any time and you're going full speed in the mine. And now that we have that max level as well, that'll help out massively. All right, cool. Well, I think that's a good place for us to end off on our mining adventure today. You know, we kind of did everything we needed to do there. We now need to focus on harvesting those crops for the next video. But I think that mining is probably, I might try. We'll see how much time it's going to take. But for next episode, I might try and be ready to prestige mining as well, because if we take a look in our skills right now, I can imagine that we're coming up on another one where we just need to hit prestiges. Oh, we actually got to get 600 total first, 700 total before we actually need to prestige another 2 skills. So with that being said, I think we were pretty fresh. Yeah, we're fresh on logging, so we can get easy ones there. We're fairly fresh on grinding, not that fresh. We've got obviously farming, which we're going to do next video as well. So between those different skills, we can probably get a few hundred levels of skills to help with that mastery right there. Yes, guys, I think that's going to be where I go ahead and end off this episode. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you do go ahead and leave it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do click that subscribe button as well. But that is going to be it from me today, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.